On today's episode, we're making grilled meatball subs. From the preparation to the cook and everything in between, we're hopefully going to reach our goal of cooking this delicious meal in under 30 minutes. Can we do it? Stay tuned and find out on this episode of 30-Minute Grills. The point of these videos is to show you guys that you can cook easy and delicious meals in a short amount of time in your backyard or at your house. If you don't have a grill, just do all the things that I'm doing here in your oven, on your stove, or something like that. We're going to start the timer and then things are going to get a little bit hectic, so just try and follow along as best as you can. If you guys are interested in any of the recipes, I'll put them in the description down below, but for now, let's get right into the cook. 30 minutes starts now. All right, so I'm going to start with 2 pounds of ground beef here. I have Southern Belle, I have some breadcrumbs, I have Parmesan cheese, and then I also have 2 eggs. Again, if you guys want, all of the exact amounts are going to be in the description. And then I'm just going to get in here with my hands and I'm going to start mixing everything together. So sometimes people use pork and beef. Today we're just going to use beef. Actually, most of the times we use beef, but don't forget, if you're making this at your house, this is your recipe. So just add anything you'd like, do anything different that you want. Okay, it's only been a minute and a half. We already have all of our mixture together. Now we're going to start forming some balls. I don't know exactly how big they're going to be today because I'm trying to go fast. About this size right here is going to be good. Hopefully you guys can see that in the camera, but I'm going to move on. And to be 100% honest, this is going to be a pretty difficult task. And the reason is because we've done this before. Well, we haven't done the the sub sandwiches, but we've done it with sliders. And realistically, this usually takes us about an hour to do. But as I talked about a little bit earlier, it's all about changing up the techniques for the situation that you're in. So if it's after work and the kids just got out in school and all that good stuff, I'm definitely going to throw these on the grill. I'm not going to smoke them. That's just me. Don't forget, you guys can make these a lot of different ways. I'm getting a mess everywhere, but it looks like I come out with about 9 meatballs, and they all look pretty similar to that. So this is perfect. Let's head outside. Let's get at the grill. Okay, we're outside now. I pre-prepped my coals. They're not fully lit, but they're looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna pour them into my slow and sear, and then I'm actually gonna grab my tool real quick to put these pieces of charcoal back in, kind of even everything out. So I mentioned that these are grilled meatball subs. They're just gonna be cooked a little bit quicker than what we normally do. I'm gonna put my grate on, and I'm actually gonna clean that real quick. Give me a second. I'm actually hurting myself on time here, but I do want to clean that up. All right, just a couple seconds later, we're all good. Now I'm gonna put my meatballs on, and I'm gonna put them pretty close to the hot coals, but not quite on them just yet. Get our lid on. We've got about 24 minutes left, and I just need these to cook. So I'm gonna let them cook indirect for probably about 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna put them direct and start grilling them. That's where we're gonna get our grill flavor from. So right now, unfortunately, I can't do too much, but I'm just waiting, and I'm really hoping that this turns out good. Just for the sake of keeping this cook going, I'm just gonna flip these around. I obviously am nowhere near done getting these cooked, but I just want to make sure that I'm moving them around a little bit, help everything just cook a little bit evenly. One of the things I am a little worried about is drying these meatballs out because I am going to grill them here in just a few minutes. So hopefully that doesn't happen. That's why I'm just going to try and move everything around and just keep this really consistent. And just for everybody wondering at home, we're around 400 degrees and climbing. Like I told you guys, I'm really not even worried about the temp here, but I'm just trying to get these cooked quick. So I'm just gonna start throwing these meatballs right over the coals and getting a quick sear on them. Hopefully I can speed this up just a little bit because as it's going right now, I definitely do not think I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna consistently be kind of moving these around and flipping them. Oh my gosh, look at that color. If you guys could see that, hopefully you guys can see that in the camera. My wife can grab it, but man, just a few seconds and flipping these over. These meatballs are looking so good. I'm actually laughing because I'm giddy. I'm like super excited to try this here in a second. I've actually never grilled meatballs like this. I've always really smoked them, or we've cooked them in the oven or something like that, but I've definitely never grilled them this hot and fast. So I've got about 14 minutes left, and again, I don't want anything to burn here, so I'm just gonna be checking them. Watch out. If you guys are doing this at your house, obviously be careful. This ground meat does cause some flare-ups. There's a lot of fat in there. This is 80-20, so just be careful. Don't want anyone to get hurt or anything like that. We're just gonna consistently be moving this around. My wife's moving the camera there. I'm sorry, she's moving the clock there just so we can make sure that we're not burning up my phone. But again, let's just keep flipping these. And I'll tell you what, my gosh, these look incredible. Woo, that's hot. All right, and the great thing about this grill is I've got a spinning grate here. So I'm just gonna move everything off to the side. I'm gonna leave the lid off for just a second, so hopefully we can get some shots of how beautiful these meatballs look. I tell you what, I mean, for grilled meatballs, those look incredible. Now we just really need them to finish. We have 13 minutes and 45 seconds left, and realistically, I need them to finish, and then we need to put some sandwiches together. So I am not too sure if we're gonna make it, but we're definitely gonna try. Now's a good time to start getting everything prepared so you just stay efficient with your time. We have some buns, we have some cheese, we have some pepperonis, and we have some Rayo's homemade sauce that we're just gonna keep outside so everything can go quicker here in the end. Around 10 minutes left, and I just wanna make sure that I'm efficient with everything that I do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slice my buns up. Like I said, we're gonna check these here in just a second to see where they're at, but I mean, we still need to get that meatball sub going. We need all that marinara sauce, the cheese to melt. So we're really running out of time. That's why I'm just trying to stay efficient and do some stuff here and there. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left, and let's just take some temps here. 130, you know what? This is gonna work. 140. Ah, no. 106. 108. 115. Yeah, this is gonna be really super close. I have 9 minutes left. Let's let this go until 5 minutes and see if we can't put a sandwich together. Now it's time to get a little bit creative because I really don't think we're gonna make it, but I'm just gonna put all of my meatballs into a cast iron pan here, and then I'm gonna pour our meatball sauce directly over. So I'll just put this right here. It is what it is right now. Get that marinara. Just gonna go ahead and throw it in there. And I'm just gonna kind of mix everything up a little bit, try and get these coated. Like I said, right now I'm just trying to really hurry. Everything is super hot in here, but I'm not too sure how long this is gonna take me. So I actually don't think, now that I think about it, I don't think this was a good idea, but it's okay. Let's just keep going and see what happens. Okay, I talked about being efficient, and I don't think that I was here. I definitely should have had this cheese ready to rock and roll, but now I'm gonna put it all over the meatballs. We're gonna try and just get it nice, toasty, maybe a little bit bubbly here within the next 2.5 minutes, which, like I said, we're really running out of time. I'm gonna try and get one more slice real quick. Maybe 2, I lied. Okay, go ahead and cover this back up. And then I'm gonna be ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna put some pepperonis down on one of these here just so we can have a little bit of a difference. I actually really like pepperonis on my meatball subs. We got 1 minute and 47 seconds left. For whatever reason, this always happens, and I promise you we don't try this. Well, we've only done one other episode, but it always comes down to the wire. It's kind of crazy. I've got 30 seconds left. I'm gonna start putting these right on my sub, and oh my gosh, I'm making the biggest mess ever. Holy crud. I'm gonna go 3 per. Hold on, let me put this down. How many seconds I got?
5.
5. No! We got one. We got one. We got one. We got one. Oh my gosh, how did we not get it? Okay. Time for some super sexy, sensual B-roll, and then I'm going to be right back with you guys for the outro. Now you guys tell me down below, did we reach our goal? I would say that we did because we had one of our sandwiches fully cooked, but the second one, I only had 1 meatball on. So I'm calling it a win, but you guys make that decision in the comments. Also, how do these look? For something that we cooked in 30 minutes, I would say that these look incredible. There probably would be a few things that I would add. Maybe I would toast the buns, put a little bit of parsley on there to make everything look super delicious, but this is a realistic channel, and this is realistic food that you guys can make at your house all day, every day. Now, one of the things I'm concerned about is, are the meatballs fully cooked? So I'm gonna go ahead and slice into one of these, and I'm gonna get some close up in real time because I'm not gonna fake you guys out on this. I want you guys to see, is everything fully cooked in that 30 minutes? Now, the timing doesn't matter if we did not nail this, so I'm actually really nervous, but I'm gonna try and get a cross section here right into one of those meatballs. There's a billion flies out here. Texas is crazy right now. And you guys tell me if we did it or not. If you ask me, that is perfectly cooked, not dry at all. I am actually, again, I'm laughing because I feel really giddy. We actually did it. I'm not gonna lie. My wife and I thought about last minute just not even doing this as a 30-minute grills, but look at how delicious this meatball sub looks, and we absolutely nailed it. Let's take a bite. I'm extremely happy with the outcome, but how does this taste? How am I gonna attack this? I mean, come on. 10 out of 10. Tastes absolutely incredible. For something that I cooked in 30 minutes, you would never know and you would never complain about this dish. It's so delicious, so juicy. The flavor is on point. I love, this is not sponsored, but that Rayo's homemade marinara sauce just takes everything to another level. It has such a beautiful flavor. We've been using it for a few years now, and it's really hard for us to change back to anything else. If you guys want to see us cook anything specific on our next episode of 30-Minute Grills, drop a comment down below. Whichever one has the most upvotes, I'll send you one of these hats. They're not even for sale yet. I'm just in a great mood. I probably shouldn't even be doing this, but I'm going to send you one of these hats, and I'm going to send you a bottle of seasoning because I'm just that happy that this worked out. So drop a comment down below. What do you want to see on the next episode of 30-Minute Grills? If your comment is picked, hat, seasoning of your choice, we'll see you guys soon. As always, we really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. You thought I wasn't going to do it right. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.